I hope y'all can still. Thoughts Count Anywhere come to you live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the heart of Las Vegas, Nevada. Thank you for joining us. Now, you can tell I've shifted over to Studio 2. The boys in the main studio are napping now. I give them an opportunity to. After that way we started today's show, Shade, they need a rest. It's been a bumpy opening.
They need a whole reset.
Right, we need a whole reset. Joining me is the champ. You can see he's got some metal around his shoulders. DeShade here sitting with a good friend of the show's.
Yes, sir.
Been around quite a what? He's going to throw the teeth at me. That's all I need is flying teeth in the studios. Keep that mic up close. So
My bad.
we have Shade. Listen, Shade is no stranger to our show. He bumps into the chat room. He visits us. He calls in. He comes into the chat room. We absolutely love it. And today, though, we're going to do a little serious chat today.
Yes.
Because coming up on the 11th, the LGBTQ plus community fundraiser event called Loud and Proud, put on by Big Valley Wrestling.
There you go.
Did I get it all?
You did.
Whew. Thank goodness for a teleprompter, right? No teleprompter. Shade has one of his biggest, and I've seen you wrestle a lot over the years, and we talked about it during the break. I did go on record as saying you were my breakout star
Yes, sir.
for 2021, and you made me proud. You made me look smart.
There you go.
And that takes a lot of work, let me tell you. But you have a big match coming up against
I do.
Sean Black. Why don't you talk about that?
So I got my start at Big Valley
Right.
back in 2016 August at Fan Mania.
Okay.
With the show. And that's the only company I've wrestled in here in Vegas I haven't won a title at. Now, I've won trophies like I got fan favorite by blowing Fresco out of the waters multiple times.
Okay.
But I've never had any of these from Big Valley, and so I finally get my chance.
Okay.
Sadly, it's not as easy as I'd hope it would be. It's against Sean Black, who's also in great shape now.
Oh, yeah.
Compared to the first time I saw him. So that's a big hill I got to climb.
Okay.
And I'm Mr. Yeeter, but like he's still a big dude. I don't know if I could yeet him. I've been yeeting these other people. You
Well,
know?
listen, I've seen you over the years wrestle some big dudes. And I'm not just talking height, but got some habit. No, listen, listen, over the years, you too. Let's not throw shade at these other guys. See what I did there, ladies and gentlemen? I even got a tip on that one. But you've also done a wonderful job getting your body shaped over the last couple of years for the long haul. So that takes a lot of work too.
Yes.
But you've taken on some big boys.
I have.
And you've won your share. Some of them have taken you down, which happens. So does Sean really impose that much of a concern for you since he's bigger? Yes, his body has also changed. He's gotten in great shape. But I mean, you've gone against guys like that. So how do you change your approach to a guy like Sean versus the other individuals you've gone up against?
Well, the biggest change I've noticed in Sean, besides the size, is he's faster now.
He's got some quickness now. You're right.
So now I have to be even faster than I already am.
Okay.
To counteract that. However, excuse me, he's been doing this a long time, a lot longer than I have. So he knows stuff I don't know.
Okay.
But then again, I know stuff that he doesn't know that I know.
Okay, I followed that.
You follow that? Okay.
Gotcha.
So all I gotta do is plug and play, essentially.
Okay.
Find out what I can take advantage of and what I have to guard against.
Now, you've also seen him, though, in person a lot because he's been on the same BVW cards as you've been, where he's had other matches, you've been in other matches. So you've had an opportunity to watch backstage or peer through the curtain or whatever you can to see him live. I'm sure you're studying some tape a little bit, right?
I have. In fact, I watched the first match I ever had with Sean
Oh,
Black.
okay. When was that?
Oh, my goodness.
Roughly.
2 years or 3 years ago.
Okay.
It was at Big Valley. It was Sean Black, Roman Alexander, and myself in a triple threat.
Okay. I
And-
vaguely recall that now. I might have
Yep.
been on the mic for that one.
You were. You and Jason Mewes on the mic.
Oh, okay.
And Sean got the victory in that match.
Okay.
And at that time, he was big, and he was flying over the top ropes.
Yeah.
So I can only imagine what he's going to do now.
Now it's going to be a little more like a missile.
Right.
Rather than just flying.
Do hit a coast to coast. I've never seen a guy that
Wow,
big hit a
yeah.
coast to coast.
Right on.
Sadly, it was on me.
Oh, you kind of saw it, and then you blacked out for a moment.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. Gotcha. So do you, as part of your learning experience to go up against a guy like Sean, and again, I don't want you to tip your hand on how you're preparing, do you talk to other folks, other wrestlers who've faced him to get some input, some ideas, what worked, what didn't work, or are you just relying on tape and your own experience to be successful?
Just tape and experience.
Okay. Because this is a big shot for you.
Yes, it is.
So if you win on the 11th from Sean, and I know it's the main event, which, by the way, Thoughts Count Anywhere, our show here. I don't know if we had the flyer. We had it up earlier. There it is.
Sponsoring this.
We are actually sponsoring the main event with you and Sean. you win this thing? What's it going to feel like? What emotions are you anticipating? Are you not even thinking about that because you got to focus on first getting the belt and winning that match?
I'm not gonna lie, I have looked past the match already.
Okay.
And if I do win this championship, guaranteed I'm gonna cry.
Okay, well, that's
Just
fair.
because I've been doing this for 6 years now, and every time I get a championship, it means something.
Sure,
Really.
sure, absolutely. You're a little lighter than I've seen you in the past. You've always had a couple of more, so I don't know what's been going on there, dude, but this is the big one coming up.
This is the big one. Yep, this is what I'm focused on. So, like, 6 years, I've seen people come in and out of Big Valley, do great things. I'm just like, I got to be next. Like, for example, Fresco.
Okay.
During COVID, Fresco put Big Valley on his shoulders, and he carried it through.
Sure.
But he also got an ego with it, so I'm going to slowly make my way up to him. But first, I got to focus on Sean Black.
Okay. Because when and if you win on the 11th, you got guys like Sean. I'm sure he'll want a rematch. Frank the Tank, who of course we know is a past champ. Kevin Duckett's, Leon Hader. All right, all of these big guys are going to want.
Mondo rocks. I got
Even Mondo, right? It's the guys from Sky High. All of these guys are going to want to line back up now and want to go after the belt. So that's going to be the whole. Now you're chasing. It's easier to do the chasing than being the prey.
I'm chasing, and if I win, I'll have to also be watching my back because Papa Yase has four title defenses. If he has alley catch,
correct,
he gets that one, he can cash in.
Oh,
like,
really? Okay.
So many variables
That's a stipulation I didn't want to know that we'll share. Yeah, I didn't realize that. So you got to have your head on a swivel. You could be in the middle of celebrating, and then you could be SOL at that point, which I hope doesn't happen. Yeah, exactly. It'll be like the 24. Yeah, right. The best woods right here.
Right.
I mean, in a way, it could almost be like the 24/7 title that the big guys have. If you win that night, you got to be your head on a swivel.
I'm gonna win and leave.
That's right. Make a beeline right out the door, right?
Exactly.
So now, but you also perform in other great promotions as well. Is it just BVW that you have this sentimental feeling because you have not had that opportunity to win a singles title yet?
I have that feeling because that's where I got my start.
Okay.
Like I love winning championships all over.
Sure.
But like that's where I started.
Okay.
I feel like I gotta cement my legacy from a start point. You know.
Sure.
And that's at Big Valley.
Absolutely. Well, makes total sense. The event is June 11th, a week from tonight. Doors open at 6:15. First bell 7 o'clock, I believe. Tickets are available on Eventbrite. You can go to eventbrite.com, purchase your tickets, and show up and see the man do his thing among everybody else on the card. There's a 6-man, which some show by the name of Aaron Zauer, I think is. I think we have a caller coming in there, Mr. Producer. I see the white light blinking, and I hope it's a caller that's pertinent to this. Caller, thank you for calling Thoughts Count Anywhere. Who's this, please?
Someone mentioned the boogeyman's name.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
When you mention the boogeyman's name, the boogeyman comes out.
Is that the Fly that I hear?
Yes, Aaron. I'm talking to the worst commentator in Las Vegas. I am the Fly, the street sweeper, the city kingpin, and I got a little something for the shade. Let's make something very clear. You are and will always be my undercard. No matter what show it is, no matter what time it is, no matter what place it is, it doesn't matter positioning, you are always going to be my understudy. And it's okay. There's roles for guys like you. Hence why you went elsewhere, and now you're big fish, small pond. This is mainland Valley King, City Kingpin Fly. This is a whole different level. So I'm a little irritated this morning that my street sweepers had to inform me that someone is talking about and speaking ill on my name. So next
speaking
time,
ill on his name, I put him over. If anything, I said he carried Big Valley, so clearly the Fly has some flies in his ear.
It was afterwards. It was afterward. You talking about
your ego?
Some ego.
Yes, sir.
Don't you call yourself Strap Daddy? Aren't you associated with power pieces? Even though in your hands are anti-power pieces? I don't understand it.
Could have sworn I knocked you out in your own show, but okay, anti-power pieces.
Oh, yeah. That's the funny thing about it, Shade. You're still chasing that one thing. You can't get that itch, huh? Now you want the Las Vegas title.
I'm chasing.
There's a reason. There's a reason why you didn't accomplish anything all those years in Big Valley.
So, hey, Fresco, real quick. So we started at the same time at Big Valley. You remember that, right? And
Who's done more?
Let me finish.
Who's done more
Let me
in Big
finish.
Valley?
Who's gone more
Who's done more in
places?
Big Valley?
You stay held down by you know who, so you have a select places you can go. I can go
What do you
wherever
mean
I
I
want to
can
go
go?
because I do it myself. Because as you say, we're both self-made, but I'm self-made without any bitch in me. That's the difference.
What do you mean? What do you mean? You go around to the same places, do the same old thing, rinse, repeat, strap daddy that. It doesn't mean anything. Everything I've done has
Took you
always
forever to
meant
get
more.
done. That's why you left.
No.
Remember when you left and we started
everything
training
is
and you
more.
left? Oh, I can't do this anymore. My so-and-so doesn't want me to
Can't
do this.
what
Remember that?
anymore?
I
Can't
remember
do
that.
Gentlemen,
and it's funny.
with all
It's funny.
due
Ever since then, actually, you know what? Who's ranked higher in the power rankings right now? Me or you?
Because you and your boys had to bitch and complain about it. Yeah, I heard about
Hey,
that too.
who beat Kenny?
How
King?
is
Who
Shade
got- who
higher
got a
than
bigger
me?
win?
I still got the clip on my phone. Should I post it tonight? I'll post it for you tonight. I got screenshots.
You're
I'm
lucky
Mr.
I-
Screenshot and Strap Daddy. Don't try me.
Gentlemen, as
Oh
much
my
as I would
God,
love to
fair.
continue this conversation,
You don't cut no promos. You just talk trash on the internet. It's nothing serious.
Cut him
You're
off
not-
and
you're
that
not really
hairline.
about
Etch a
it.
sketch.
You're not really about it. Okay, buckwheat.
Etch a sketch.
got
Pizza
Fresco
Hut
hair.
sponsored.
Champ, Fresco, appreciate you calling in. I promise you this will be something we will continue on at another show.
Do better on commentary.
Just remember, sir, even though he hung up on me, that's okay. Hey, he doesn't realize that I'm calling his match on the 11th,
part.
so we may
I
have
know
to.
that.
So I know you got my back.
Yes, sir.
So a show by the name of Aaron Zauer is actually sponsoring that 6-man match. So I may need some bodyguard work there.
And that's Fresco and the Players Club against Sky High and Jody himself, correct?
Correct. That is correct. So that'll be a great match also. All right. Apologize for that. I know I would listen. I can't wait to have that storyline continue at some point. But the focus is you and Sean.
Yes, sir.
And that's what I want to make sure that everybody remembers. So we have about 2 minutes, about a minute and a half left. So I want you to look in that camera, send a message to Sean for next week, because I have a funny feeling we're going to have Sean on here next week if I can make that work out. I got to give him equal time, and I know you respect that.
Yes.
But please, let's deliver a message before we go to break.
Real quick, Sean. I'm impressed with the body transformation. Not impressed with you ducking and dodging me last show. I'm glad you found your balls and are going to show up this show. Make sure you shine that title up for me real nice, because I'm taking it home with me to continue to be a strap daddy.
There you have it. Shade going up against Sean Black on June 11th. Loud and proud, the LGBTQ plus Community Center fundraiser down on Maryland. Tickets available on Eventbrite. You want to be there. All right, we're going to step aside for a second break. More to take it to the top of the hour right after this.